we can see other provinces, other countries with this newest Omicron variant that we knew hospitalizations would eventually go up with increased spread of infection.
Manitoba's COVID-19 hospitalizations continue to rise, with new numbers showing a jump in ICU admissions and infections. According to the weekly provincial COVID-19 report released on Thursday, there were 177 hospital admissions during the week of April 3rd to 9th, up from 141 admissions the week prior. This includes 19 in intensive care and an increase from the 11 admitted the previous week.
It's no surprise at all that within, a few weeks after restrictions being lifted, people being together without masks and, increased mobility, the virus will find those vulnerable people, unfortunately, who are still susceptible to severe illness.
We have to rethink our kind of priorities and think about what else we can do to protect those most vulnerable, which to me, I'm most worried about those kids under 5 that don't have a vaccine, as well as those that have an immunocompromised immune system or those that are over the age of 70.
The government report also shows that the number of lab-confirmed infections in the province increased by about 25% compared to the week before.
I think that right now the positive test rate, the known positive PCR test rate is about 20%, about 1 in 5. So those are, that's pretty high.
Carr says the recent weather and holiday gatherings for Easter and Passover this weekend continue to contribute to the spread of the virus.
With, many people traveling, getting together, multiple families, multi-generational families. And unfortunately, because of the weather, most of us will be indoors. So we don't have that protection of, recirculated air through windows open, etc. So if you do get together and it's possible, try to have a window or two open if it's warm enough, just to help with that ventilation.
On Wednesday, the province announced children ages 12 to 17 are eligible to receive booster shots of the COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Deanna Santer believes it's about time.
I think it's great that we're getting these boosters for the teenagers, long overdue, since the U.S. had theirs approved back in January. And so hopefully people will continue to think about others and not just themselves, and we can try to get out of this next wave.
But Carr isn't convinced this will lead to a higher booster shot intake.
My concern is that perhaps the younger people that were always at much lower risk of severe health outcomes may not take that opportunity for that third booster.
In Winnipeg, Breanna Marcelo, City News.